friends, and welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny if you're new here, and today we're just gonna do a little bit of our room makeover. It's definitely a smaller room makeover, more like a little update. I actually love our family room. I think the wood tones are really beautiful, but we have been noticing that the furniture's been getting more and more beat up, so we decided to go ahead and paint in here. That way we can just kind of start over and give the furniture a little bit of new life. So I hope you'll join me for a little bit of cleaning therapy today as we tackle the family room. So here's a little view of the space. Again, I really do love the wood tones, but it is a little dark in here and I would like to brighten it up a bit. So I really hope that this kind of brightens the room, freshens the room. And as you can see, my mom corner really still needs something on the wall, so we're gonna address that today as well. I have this crud cutter here and I'm gonna go ahead and start by just rubbing this all over the furniture to degloss it, degrease it, and prep it for paint. And I got this tip off of White Cottage Company. I don't know if you guys follow her YouTube channel, but her name is Mary and she does really nice work. I love to watch her paint furniture. It's very relaxing and she just has such a sweet personality. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this before I put on the chalk paint. This video has a little bit of everything. There's cleaning, there's painting, there's decorating, and I'm gonna try to make it relaxing for you guys to watch, and I really hope you'll settle in with a cup of coffee or tea and enjoy the transformation.
I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high.
So I originally had planned on painting this furniture a light gray, and you guys had voted on the color for me, so thank you so much. I couldn't decide between white or light gray or dark gray, but I put the poll out there and a lot of you said light gray or white, and a few of you said the dark gray or like a charcoal color. So I did go with the light gray at first, and I loved the way it looked, and I thought it was a really pretty gray, but then I was painting later in the day and it was starting to get darker, so I really wasn't sure what it was going to look like in sunlight. And when I woke up the next morning, I really wasn't happy with the color. It originally looked like a warm gray, like as you can see right here, it looks pretty warm. And it was a really pretty gray, and then when I woke up in the morning, it looked blue. So it was really strange. It looked kind of like a baby blue, and I really wasn't happy with that. It didn't play nice with the wall color. It didn't play nice with the sofa. So I did go ahead and change my mind on the color. Let me know in the comments what your favorite brand of chalk paint is and which one you find the best to use.
Wanna go out and face the cold, but it's a really good time for a monologue. Can't let this pass, I find it hard to breathe. Time is up, the bell has rang, and it's really hard to understand that losing you now is the only choice for me. But someday some cross before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road.
So I ended up being really happy with the Crud Cutter product. I'm really glad I saw that on Mary's channel. That product worked really well and the paint was gripping really nicely on this coffee table. It was almost as if I'd sanded it. It really had a good grip and the paint wasn't sliding around. So I was really happy with that. If you're looking for something to treat furniture just to kind of make the painting process go a little more smoothly, I think that Crud Cutter is a really good product. I got that at Lowe's. Now I'm moving on to this piece right here, and so I'm going to put the card cutter on, and then I went ahead and put the tarp underneath, and I'm going to go ahead and paint this. This piece is actually the oldest piece of furniture that I own. It's not an antique by any means. I don't have any antiques, but it's just something that I bought many years ago, before my daughter was born, probably right before. So I think it's 17 years old. This was the first piece that I bought when we were in an apartment, and it's actually a wine rack, but I've been using it as an end table for many years now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get all these books off of the bookcase so that I can start painting that. Wasn't expecting something to go wrong here, but something definitely went wrong here when I was painting the bookshelf.
Then I'll be by the same old road.
So here I'm just going to go ahead and reattach this backing that had separated before I deglossed the bookcases. And I did my very best to degloss these as well as I could. And then when the paint wasn't sticking, I went ahead and used sandpaper and just sandpapered the entire thing to rough it up. And even after 3 coats of paint, the paint was still just sliding around on these bookcases, and it never looked any better than what you see here. These were not a win. I went ahead and put them in my garage, and I'll either just use them in there, or I will see if anybody would like them. Maybe a professional can do a better job, but I just was not able to make these bookcases work. The main frame is made of particle board, and then the backings were just made of like a decal. It was almost like a sticker of wood. So I think that was part of the problem. But I wanted you guys to see that a lot of my plans don't work either. So if you ever feel like something you didn't work out the way you wanted, that happens to me all the time too. So I went with something else, something different in that space that I'm very happy about. But here my daughter Noelle and I are just prepping the little TV console, getting everything out, and she helped me get the TV off. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this next, and stay tuned to see what color I chose. And I wanted to show you guys some really cool options for chalk paint.
Just say yes, choose to do whatever comes next. Just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all, this or that. Getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire. Make love or fight, this or that.
While I've got this piece moved from the wall, I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep up right here and try to clean as I go a little bit so that it's not too much of a disaster at the end. But I just wanted to say I was so encouraged by one of you guys' comments to me recently. I think I was asking you guys why you subscribe to the channel, and one of you said that it was because I just keep going and I never give up, and so you love to just watch me keep going. And it really took me aback, because that's like such a high compliment to me. That's to have perseverance and just to keep going in life, no matter what you're going through, is probably one of the greatest skills you can ever learn. And I'm definitely learning, and I'm in process. I'm not always the best at that. And in the past, a lot of times I gave up way too quickly. So the fact that we can help each other to keep going, I think that that's invaluable. I want to make sure that you guys see me keep going and not give up in my mental health journey, and also in my cleaning journey and decluttering and organizing and all that. I don't ever want to give up, and I hope you guys never want to give up either. And I hope that we can just, keep motivating each other to just keep going each day, put one foot in front of the other. It doesn't have to be grand or impressive. It doesn't have to be a room makeover, certainly. It can just be you cleaned for 5 minutes. Or, you put on a song and cleaned the length of the song. And then when it was over, you took a break. Whatever it is, whatever's on your to-do list, break it up into something manageable and just keep going. So I just wanted to thank you because you guys keep me going. I mean, just knowing that y'all are there and that y'all are kind of cheering me on from the sidelines as I try to cheer you guys on from each video is something that keeps me going. So just thank you so much for that.
When my mama used to say, requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience, different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
So here I'm just going to use some painter's tape just to tape off this glass before I paint the front. And then I think I let all this dry overnight and then just tackled it in the morning with the new paint color after going to Home Depot and seeing what I could find. So after I woke up in the morning and saw that the furniture looked a little blue, I decided to go to Home Depot and I spoke with the man in the paint department and he was very helpful. He actually showed me this Bear chalk paint that you can actually get custom colors in. This is not sponsored or anything. This is just something I'm sharing with you guys because I didn't know that this was available. So I chose Farmhouse White, and when I put the Farmhouse White on, which is a warm white, it really just toned that all down and it warmed up this piece really nicely. And I don't know, it just kind of goes with everything much better now. This is very yellow toned white and it just looks so pretty to me. So I was really glad that he helped me with that, and I ended up so much happier with the way the furniture came out. So if you're looking for some customizable chalk paint, if you have certain kinds of lighting in the room or certain pieces of furniture that aren't playing well with the colors that are on the shelf, you can definitely see that they offer you a lot of different colors and you can choose a more custom color. So I really like that they have that. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything painted in Farmhouse White, and then we will get to decorating.
Hey, do you remember 20-something years ago? Those cold nights in December and the sound of the falling snow. The fireplace warming us, the VHS movie box, your old broke down touring bus, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back rewind, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt, we didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt. All we had was
Okay, so now all of these pieces are painted farmhouse white, and I'm letting them dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and sand them just to kind of distress them a little bit. You guys gave me that suggestion, and I really appreciate it because I do have a 3-year-old, and if he beat him up the first time, he's going to beat him up again. So I might as well just accept that this is the phase of life we're in and go ahead and distress them to start with, and that way I really won't notice a whole lot of dings. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll add a coat of poly, and I'm actually using spray poly this time, so I'm really excited to see how that works. I have heard that sometimes the nozzle gets a little bit clogged, and so it's not as easy to use, but that only happened like 2 times to me, so I really was happy with it. So the spray polyacrylic is definitely a lot quicker than painting it on. So once I do that, it has to dry for 12 hours, so I just leave it again overnight. And then we'll get to the fun part of decorating. That's at least the fun part for me. Now, once I took the painter's tape off, there was a little bit of overspray with the polyacrylic, and I just took a sponge and some Dawn dish soap, and it came right off. So I had to work at it a little bit. And while I was doing that, I went ahead and kind of scrubbed in the corners just to get any little paint that had seeped in under the tape, just to kind of clean up this glass and make sure it's ready to go. I'm running my fingernail around here trying to get every little piece of paint. Just take the extra time, and get at those details, the things that are going to bug you later, because maybe in the moment you just want to get the job done. If you're anything like me, I just want it to be done, but I try not to take too many shortcuts. I'll let you guys see the rest of the furniture when we do the room reveal, but for right now, I just wanted to work on some decor pieces. This is an arch I picked up at Kirkland's, and it had kind of a washed out gray frame on it, and I really wanted to warm it up with some stains, so I wanted it to be a little warmer, sort of like my hardwood floors. So I'm really happy with the way this came out because it warmed it up. It's a richer tone, and it kind of provided a little more contrast against the white, so I just thought that looked really pretty.
Looking up at a tree, I remember how it started. I was lost in a dream when the fire in my heart said an open rose. I've already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose, living in the moment in my own balloon.
So here it is the next morning, and I'm going to start by decorating my mom corner. I'll take this wreath from the blanket ladder and place it on the arch just to kind of give it a little decor. I'm certainly not going to go buy any fall decor for this space because I'm almost ready to decorate for Christmas. But I did get this little wooden lamp that I can leave up year round, and I have this pitcher that I already had with some dried oats, and then a book and my little fireside marshmallow candle from Burning Magnolia. Here's where I keep all my journals and my Bible and devotionals and things like that. Switching out the pillow right here for something a little more neutral. And I really love this space. I think it is so cozy and so inviting, and I can't wait to snuggle up in the morning with my coffee and enjoy it. Now, you guys had voted on what to put in my mom corner a couple months back, and I had struggled so hard because I tried to put pictures of my kids in the mom corner. That is one of the things you guys suggested, and I couldn't get it to work. It's really hard to line up 3 pictures in a space that has like a diagonal wall. So I figured out that I could put a shelf right here and line up their pictures here, and I could not be happier with this. So thank you so much for the suggestion. It just makes me so happy to see their little smiling faces when I go and sit in my mom corner and relax. And I just love the way that came out. The shelf and the picture frames are both from Amazon, so I'll try to link that in my description box. So I'm just gonna give this a quick sweep so that I can get my new piece in here, and this is the piece that's going to replace the bookshelves. We actually needed more seating in this room, so I got this bench from Kirkland's, and I thought it was so pretty. And it was a little damaged, so they gave me a discount on it, and that doesn't bother me at all. So I'm just hanging a couple of things from my garage in here. Again, I'm not gonna buy anything because I'll be decorating for Christmas. And then my daughter helped me get the TV back on and the little garland. So I just have a little bit more cleaning to do. I have my Whoosh cleaner out. This is a screen cleaner, and I'll go ahead and clean off my TV. And then I want to get my sofa all refreshed and get my centerpiece back on my coffee table. And then I'll give this room a good sweep.
Every time you need me, I'm telling you I'm here to stay. But looking at your castle, I'm pretty sure you're safe, but still afraid. I'm walking in your garden, knowing what you're dreaming of, past the copper statues of everyone you've ever loved. Lower down the bridge and let me in, will you? You'll never get to know me from within, will you?
So as I'm sweeping, you can kind of see that on this wall to the left, there's an open space. And that is for a piece of framed art that I ordered off of Etsy, and it's gonna be coming soon. So I can't wait to share that with you on the next video. We're gonna decorate for Christmas. It's gonna be so pretty, and I can't wait to share it with you. It's a special piece with special meaning. It's something that my grandmother used to say. So we'll take a look at that next time. And thank you so much for joining me for this room mini makeover. It brought me so much joy that I got to do this and share it with you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed being here and watching it too. So as always, just know that you're not alone in your struggles. We're in this together, and I love you very much. I'll see you guys next week.